Hi, everyone. Sorry, should have brushed my hair before I got on live there, but oh well. Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. I want to talk today about the 5 types of lead magnets and help you determine which one is right for you. So, lead magnets, for those of you who are not familiar with them, are one of the most effective ways to build your email list. I will share with you the 5 types of lead magnets, and you can determine which one works for you. Um, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Michelle Zenisek, and again, we're going to talk about lead magnets. More specifically, the 5 types of lead magnets. And if you're not sure what a lead magnet is, it's basically an offer that you give away in exchange for someone's contact information, like their email address or phone number. For this purpose, we'll just say email address because it's really about building your email list. So let's get started with the five different types of lead magnets that you could create. So the first one is an ebook. So let's say you've written a book about, you could be a business coach and you've written a book about the top 5 strategies for growing your business. You could be someone who teaches people how to knit, and maybe you've written an ebook about a top 5 knitting. Knitting, I don't want to say strategies, that's probably not the right word, but like the knitting techniques probably is a better word. So that's an option for you as well. An ebook doesn't have to be limited to a specific niche. The second type of lead magnet would be a checklist. So let's say you teach people how to knit. Maybe you need have a checklist that you could give people, like what you need to start knitting. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something they have to go out and buy. Obviously, if they want to start knitting, they need to go buy some yarn. They need to buy whatever hooks they need. But it could be, as far as, you could pick up this book that talks about knitting, or, I mean, obviously you probably don't want to send people to somebody else's book, but I'm just using it as an example. So they would need, to start knitting, they need yarn, they need their hooks they're going to use, and whatever else they're going to need. And maybe it's only 5 things that they need to get started. So that's, that is one way to do it. For me, like if I wanted to teach people how to start a virtual assistant business, I could give them a checklist of what they need to start a virtual assistant business. The third type of lead magnet would be a webinar. You can host a free webinar that gives a presentation on a topic that is, relevant to who you're trying to target. Again, back to the knitting, it could be a free webinar on, maybe 1 or 2 knitting techniques. You don't want to give away the farm, but it's really about building credibility and showing people you know what you're talking about. Number 4 would be a video course. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. They could be 5-minute videos. So let's say maybe 5-minute videos on whatever it is you want to teach people. Sorry, I got a text message in and it's distracting me. Should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. The 5th type would be a free consultation. So let's say if you are a business coach, you could offer a free 15-minute call, or 30 minutes. I honestly don't know how much someone can accomplish in 15 minutes on a call, but you could do 15 to 30 minute complimentary call, and in exchange for their email address. And that gives you the ability to really show the person that you know what you're talking about and build credibility. I mean, that's really what it's all about. It's building your email list and showing people, building your credibility amongst your audience. The other thing I would say too is this lead magnet needs to speak to a problem you solve for your audience. So again, back to the person who may teach people how to knit. I mean, you may not call not knowing how to knit a problem, but for people who want to knit and they don't know how to knit, that is their problem. They want to know how to knit. And, this can be the same thing with, just kind of a sixth option here for those who make a physical product. So like, let's say you make soap and you probably go to a lot of craft fairs to sell your soap. Well, this is a great way to build your email list. When you go to these craft fairs, you can have a way for people to give you their name and email address, whether it's on a piece of paper or you have a tablet set up where they can put in that information. And maybe they get a free bar of soap, a small bar of soap in exchange for that. So this doesn't necessarily have to be limited to online and running an online business. This can be, if you have a physical product that you make, like soap or earrings or bracelets, and you're going to craft fairs, you can still build your email list that way. And so just something to keep in mind. So anyway, just a little bit more about me. I have been a virtual assistant for almost 10 years. I have worked with clients to create lead magnets, create lead magnet funnels, sales funnels, all of that good stuff. I even have a training for $27 that will teach you the 5 steps to creating a powerful lead magnet. So if you're interested in that, I will put the link in the comments and you can certainly check that out. Again, it's $27. It's not going to break the bank. But if you want to dive a little deeper into lead magnets, you can certainly sign up for that to watch that presentation, because it's like a 20-minute presentation. And you can learn more about lead magnets and how they work and how to create one. So I hope this has been helpful today. Feel free to comment below with any questions or feedback. And feel free to reach out and private message me. My handle on all the social media platforms is @RunWithItVA. So feel free to reach out. I'm happy to talk more about lead magnets. Talk to you soon.